This is MrBeast, the second most famous YouTuber in the whole world, who is also my favorite YouTuber and I always wanted to meet him, so I thought, why don't do something extreme and go find him? So I started doing research to see where he lives and I found out that he lives in the United States, but it doesn't say which state and they are really big, so I had to go look for myself. So I went to his channel and started searching, and after a little while of searching I discovered that he has made a lot of videos in Paris, so without changing my mind I immediately booked plane tickets to Paris. It's time to go to Paris. Of course, I couldn't just go empty-handed, so I prepared an amazing gift for him that took me a week to finish, but it was perfect, and it wasn't just one gift but two. So the day arrived for us to leave, I packed my bags and it was time to go. I began this great mission at 3 AM in the morning. Yes, my flight was very early. Well guys, we have just arrived at the airport, we have finished all the checks and now we are searching our flight so we can wait for it to begin. I am feeling really anxious about what we are about to do. Great, the plane has just arrived, let's go inside. We boarded, our flight is about to take off, so I said and relax, unit will reach to Athens. Alright guys, we have just arrived in Athens and now we are going to take the next plane to go to Paris. To be honest, I was a bit worried about missing the flight because we had a few delays on the first one, but in the end everything went well. And after a few hours of flying and a delicious meal, we arrived in Paris. Anyway, what impressed me the most was that we took a train to get around the airport as it was huge and very beautiful. And after a lot of walking at the airport, we got tickets for the metro to go to our hotel. So I sat and eagerly waited to go to the hotel to sit. And after half an hour I managed to see Paris for the first time. I was truly impressed by its beauty, the buildings and tall things were stunning. But of course our main goal was to find the hotel, so without wasting any time I started wandering through its streets to locate where the hotel was. I actually searched for it for about 10 minutes, but eventually I found it and I have to say it was really nice. So I went to see how the room was and it was truly beautiful and 2 floors that impressed me the most of all. Also something else that impressed me a lot was that it was on the 7th floor, meaning the view was incredible. See for yourselves. Another great thing about our hotel was the complimentary chocolates. I couldn't resist trying one and it was really delicious. It's one of the best chocolates I have ever had in my life. I rate it 9 of 10. But then when I finished my chocolate I immediately set out to achieve my goal, to find MrBeast. I wondered where MrBeast could be in Paris, so I watched all his videos in Paris and I saw that he's in the Eiffel Tower in the most of all. So I decided to go over there and have a picnic with my family, hoping that I might show him. So I entered the subway and arrived at the supermarket. What impressed me the most was that every product he had details about how healthy he is. Anyway, from a picnic I bought a sandwich to eat and a really delicious juice. Great guys, we arrived at the Eiffel Tower and now we are starting to eat. It's truly amazing, the view is unique. And now we are going to find somewhere on Airbnb to sit. Great, we found a spot and now let's enjoy the meal. Also, while we are eating, there's a fountain show going on Airbnb. Oh, of course, I also posted a story on Instagram, but unfortunately I didn't see MrBeast at all. So I went to many places near the Eiffel Tower, maybe he's somewhere around there, but I didn't find him. Oh, of course I didn't miss the chance to get an accessory as well. And then I continued searching for him near the Eiffel Tower. I searched in several places near Airbnb, but unfortunately he was nowhere to be found. So I decided to do my second plan and go to the mall, since MrBeast has a lot of money and might have been there to spend it. We just arrived, let's go inside. The mall was really perfect. There were truly so many things to buy, bags, glasses, literally everything. It was really huge. It also had jewelry, clothes and even more things. But unfortunately, no matter how hard I searched, I couldn't find MrBeast. So I went to the rooftop that has an amazing view where I could see all Paris and I began looking for him again. However, I couldn't locate him and I getting very tired. So I decided to go a coffee in the mall to relax. And then it was time for plan 3, to go to Christian church, as most people from America are Christians, so there was a chance he might be there. So after a short walk and seeing many lovely shops along the way, we arrived. Then I took the cable car and I went up to the church. By the way, from up here the view is absolutely incredible. So guys, I'm going inside the church now, but unfortunately it's not allowed to take videos, so we'll catch up when I come out.
30 minutes later.
Well guys, I just came out of the church and it was really nice, but unfortunately I didn't see MrBeast, but we're not shopping here. I'll take a walk around the area. That's how I started exploring various things, beautiful locks, paintings, coffins and many more.
It was really nice.
But unfortunately I didn't find him, but that's okay, we have more days ahead of us. Now we're coming back with a cable car. And after a short walk through the beautiful shops of Paris and a few subway stops, we arrived at the McDonald's located next to our hotel, where we had our dinner. The burger wasn't anything special, I rated it 6 out of 10. And then after finishing the burger, we returned to the hotel around midnight and went to sleep. Day 2. I woke up and went for breakfast because today I had an exciting plan to try to meet MrBeast. The hotel breakfast had a wide variety of delicious items, so I definitely rated an 8 half of 10. I really ate everything. So without wasting any time, at around 9 o'clock we started our day to see all the amazing landmarks that Paris has to offer because they are the most famous and all tourists visit them, so many chances to meet MrBeast somewhere there. So the first place I went to was the Paris Opera. I know it's not something extraordinary, but you never know, he might be somewhere around there. So went inside, it was truly incredible, it was beautiful. But unfortunately I couldn't find MrBeast anywhere. However, I'm not discouraged because it's time to move on the next place, to the Louvre Museum. And after about half an hour of waiting, we entered. What impressed me the most was the interactive Nintendo device where I could constantly, where we are, hear information about its artwork and much more. Well guys, I may not have seen MrBeast yet, but I saw someone even more famous than MrBeast, the Mona Lisa. It really has an incredible crowd, but I believe that if you visit Paris, you must definitely go see it. And after about 3 hours of seeing incredible paintings and many other things, we finished the Louvre Museum, but unfortunately still no sign of MrBeast. And it was nearly 3 o'clock, so we had to find a place to eat. So after about an hour of walking and seeing some impressive games, including the one where you could win 100 euros if you touch the red spot, we arrived at Burger King. So I went inside, ordered a nice burger and enjoyed it. It was really good. I rated it a 7 out of 10. And now it's time to move on the next place, the Arc de Triomphe. Alright guys, we have just arrived and now we're going to take a look from below to see if MrBeast might be around there. Across the entire tunnel from below, but unfortunately I didn't find him, so I went outside and I decided to search in the surrounding area. I saw many nice shops like the Paris Saint-Germain store and even spotted a huge Apple store. So as a tech enthusiast, I didn't miss the opportunity and went inside. It was enormous. It was computers, tablets, watches, phones, everything, but still no sign of MrBeast anywhere. So it's time to go to the last destination for today, and now you might wondering what we'll do here. Well, we'll do what MrBeast did, a cruise. It was truly incredible, especially with the Eiffel Tower. I believe that if you visit Paris, you must go on an evening cruise. And that's how the second evening in Paris came to an end. I may not have seen MrBeast, but it was a wonderful experience. Day 3. I woke up, had breakfast, and immediately went to do the plan I had prepared for the whole day. You might be wondering what the plan was. It was to go to Disneyland. It was truly beautiful, but my goal was to go on as many rides as possible in the hopes of maybe spotting MrBeast on one of them. Since MrBeast is a fan of theme parks and has been to many in his video, as well as given away Disneyland tickets to many of his subscribers, it seemed like a good chance to find him there. So without wasting any time, I went to the first ride, the Peter Pan's flight. It was really great, but without wasting time, let's move to the next one. At the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, I went inside and I have to say it was quite nice but a little bit scary.
See for yourself.
And Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Le Pays des Contes de Fish. I hope I said it correctly. So 1% and the right
Begin.
It was really nice. Let's move on to the next one. At the maze, it was really challenging to find my way out, but after a bit of navigating left, right, up and down, I managed to escape. And then was our parade, but before that we made a stop to get some souvenirs from Disneyland. And while waiting for the parade to start, I decided to eat some. So it began. It was truly incredible and awesome. And you know, it's not just these parades, they have many parades about every hour, of course. I can attend them all as there are not enough time. And afterward we sat down to have a very nice burger rated 7 out of 10. And as soon as I finished it, I went to the next ride, the most extreme one so far, the Star Wars Hype Spacers Mountain. We begin! It was really fantastic, but also a bit scary as it kept going up and down at a very high speed. Anyway, let's go to the next. Autopia was really enjoyable. I felt like you were actually driving a car, having races with other cars. Anyway, let's move to the next tour. At Star Tours, that it is a 3D movie experience, but I can't show it due to copyright restriction. And at Mickey's Filler Magic, it's a 4D experience, but once again I can't show you anything due to copyright restrictions. So it's time to move on the next ride, the scariest of them all, the Phantom Manor. So I went inside with a little friend. The game began. We had to escape from a house. It was a bit challenging, but we made it out. As soon as it finished, at one point I thought I would literally die. And then I watched another parade, but I didn't waste any more time and went to the next ride. It's a small world.
It's time to move on to the next game.
At Let's Voyages de Pinocchio, something related to Pinocchio. We began, it was quite nice. Anyway, let's go see the castle. So I entered the castle and started exploring. I have to say it is quite nice, but a bit small. After that, I went shopping at a Christmas store inside the castle. I personally got this over here. Anyway, let's move on to the next two games. But before the next rides, I tried to leave this world, but I couldn't manage it. Anyway, two more rides were the Bust Lightyear Laser Blast, where we had to hit targets and it was really fun. I scored a total of 5,100 points. And the other game was the Orbitron. It was a bit scary at first, but I managed to handle it. And then to end the evening, we got an amazing fireworks show and we almost staying forever at Disneyland. You might wonder how that happened. Well, check out the video I have uploaded on my second channel, First Highlights. I'll have a link in the description.
Last day, I woke up, had breakfast, also a bit disappointed because I hadn't fought MrBeast unit then, and I decided to do my last plan, starting running like crazy all over Paris.
Unfortunately, it started raining, so I found a shelter and stayed there for a while until the rain stopped. Guys, I had to leave the place where I had said unit the rain stopped because our flight is in about 1.5 hours and we might miss it if we don't go back to the hotel urgently to pick our things and head to the airport.
But then everything was fine and we arrived at the airport half an hour before our flight. And also I played PlayStation and some arcade games during the flight started. And for those wondering what two gifts were, it was a custom MrBeast medal and a very nice painting I had made for him.
Of course, that doesn't mean I will throw them away as I couldn't find him in this video.